Hi folks, this is a short video course about how to grow your own food. We are clearly living in times of uncertainty about the future, and I reckon this is a really powerful time to be learning how to grow our own food. And in fact, many people are feeling the call to doing that and are bashing on and doing it right now, which is really positive. So basically, my name's Bob, and I grew up on a farm, and my granny and my parents taught me how to grow food, and I grew up eating my own food as a family, and it was normal for us. And so I have some skills to teach you guys how to do it. It is not rocket science. It is a very joyful and amazing and very empowering thing to do, in fact. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the basic, easy steps around how you can grow your own food for free. It's really empowering, really amazing. So if you'll see behind me, I've got my raised beds there, and I've just planted some salads and some courgettes, and I'm going to set about showing you how to do the same. So this is what you need as the practical stuff for growing your own food. You need 1. Get yourself some seed trays. Get yourself maybe like 5 to 10 of them. That's what you're going to be planting in. Get yourself some pots, maybe like 5 to 10 again, maybe 20. They're really cheap. And then the most important thing is you've got to get yourself some seeds, because you're not going to grow food without seeds, right? So I suggest organic. I really recommend this company. They're called Vital Seeds. They're based in Devon. Nice grassroots couple running this company. Really good seeds. That's what I use. So let's get into it. Oh yeah, you need the seed trays. You need the seeds. You need beautiful soil. Compost is really good. You buy compost. All this stuff from your local garden shop. And obviously you need a trusty fork or a trusty spade. You can get all this stuff. Probably cost you 20 quid for all of this, actually. So cheap. So let's get planting. This is what you need to do. You get your seeds. You empty out the seeds into your hand. These are carrots, organic carrots. And then you've got your earth. You put your earth in the seed trays or your compost, and it is as simple as this. You take the seeds, you get your little fork, make a little, what do you call that? A little trough, maybe an inch deep in the soil. You get your beautiful seeds, and you just sprinkle them in the trough there, about 1 inch intervals. Just drop them in. In you go, carrots. Grow up nice and strong. Give them a bit of love as you do this. Speak to them. Definitely speak to your vegetables. That's the most important thing. I'm going to make another trough. I'm going to do the same thing. Put my carrots in. In you go. There we go. Carrots going in. There we go, that's all my carrots in. Then what I'm going to do, you also need a watering can, probably cost you £5. And then I'm going to water them. I know this is really basic, but you guys asked me for a video on how to grow your own food, and this is how you do it. You give them a good watering. Like that. There we go. And then you let that water settle, and then you're going to just brush over the soil like so. So there's about maybe like half a centimetre of soil on top of the seeds. So the seeds need to not be left exposed because they will dry out. So just make sure that they're covered but not too deep, so that they don't receive the sunlight, because they need to receive the sunlight to germinate. So this stage of growing your own food is called the germinating. So you're taking the seeds and you're putting them in the soil, and the combination of the sun and the water is what's going to make them come alive. So, and then that's what will create your food 4 months down the line. So what you do now is you take this and you place it, it's got to be indoors, so the seeds need warmth to germinate. They need warmth, water and sunlight. And you want to be doing this, you can do this basically any time from March through till like September, but ideally you want to be doing it in the spring, early spring, so you can do it from March, April to May or June. But ideally you'd be doing it in March or April. We're now in April now. So you put this and you put it in a nice warm sunny place. If you've got a sunroom, that's going to be the best place. If you've got a sunny kitchen, put it in the windowsill. And yep, you put it there, and you want to water it once every 2 days. Not every day, because too much water is going to rot your seeds. So once every 2 days, water them lightly, don't completely saturate them. And what you will start to see in moving on to the next stage of the germination process, you're going to start to see this start to happen. And this is probably 3 weeks growth. So these were little seeds, watered and left in a warm, sunny place. What have we got here, Sophie? We've got...
I think they're chard.
Chard. Going to produce lovely, lovely chard for eating. So that's what will start to happen. They'll start to germinate and they will come up. You want to keep watering, keep giving them love, speaking to them. They love being spoken to. I'm actually not kidding. They will respond to the energy that you give to them. And if you say to your little seedlings, grow up strong and well, then they will. They're literally like little babies. And if you give them loads of love, they'll come up really strong. And if you ignore them, then they're not going to do so well. So give them love, give them attention, give them time. And the lovely thing about this process is it's actually a very calming process. It brings you into the present moment, and it's a very peaceful thing to do. Speaking to your plants and planting, getting your hands in the soil, it's a really nice thing to do. Getting away from the internet. So that's the second phase. They start coming up. And then this is the third phase. This is after maybe a month. We've got lettuces here, organic lettuces. Looking really healthy here, actually. I've been giving these guys loads of love. And this is about the stage where we're going to start. They're ready to plant out into your garden. So basically, let's take one out. I'll show you. What I would do to plant out is I would prick bottom here. I'll show you. Basically, what's been happening over this month is they've been growing down into the soil and they've got their roots here. So that is now ready to plant out into the outdoors. So the germination stage, growing the seeds from nothing, from seeds, into something that's ready, that's indoors. And then after about 3 weeks to a month, you're ready to plant the babies outdoors. And so we're going to do that. So I'm just going to do an example here. This is a slightly later stage. This is courgette. These are about the same stage. These are ready to plant outdoors. I'll show you actually I won't show you the right. Well, yeah, I will. Why not? So you can see nice, they've got their roots there, ready to plant out. So let's go and plant something out. How about that? So here we've got, this is called a raised bed. This is what a lot of people are doing these days. Basically, maybe look into that yourself, but you can make your own little area where this is just for vegetables, no flowers, just veg. This can be really small. This is quite a big one, but if you haven't got a big garden, you can make something that's like, 1/2 meter wide, just find some earth and plant your veg in it. So here we're going to do that. What I'm going to do here, I'm planting lettuce. I'm going to dig down. What I would do is just make a little trench like this. Next stage is we're going to get the baby lettuces into the soil, into the earth, into the outdoors. Making a right mess of it here. So I'm going to get my trowel, going to make a little trench like so, maybe about 2 inches deep. I'm going to dig down a little bit, dig a little hole, and then I'm just going to place my plant one at a time in the soil, about 2 inches deep. Make sure it's got a nice, all the earth is nicely broken up around it. And there we go, it's in the soil. I left the watering can over there, but if I had it here, I would now water that. And then what I do, I plant a row. You want to be planting your vegetables in rows, so it's nice and organized. There's another lettuce going in, and then another one. Getting it in there. I'm firming down the soil around the lettuce here. And there we go. And then I would do that for all of these. That would probably give me 3 rows of lettuces, which is probably 20 or 30 lettuce, which is a nice healthy amount for feeding a family. So that's the next phase. I would water those. Imagine me watering. I left the watering can over there, but I would be watering them. I would be giving them a good amount of water for the first day, and then after that, you want to be watering them once a day for the first couple of weeks, and then after a couple of weeks, basically the roots will have gone down and they'll be sucking up moisture from the earth. So you don't need to water as much through the summer, but you want to be watering. You have to just go with how much rain there is coming. But like I said, in the initial early stages of planting vegetables, you want to give them loads of love, loads of attention, so they grow up nice and strong. And basically, that's salad, but I'm growing probably 20 varieties of vegetable. I'm growing carrot, courgette, potato, onion, garlic, loads, about 20 different types, because I'm aiming at being self-sufficient, because I love that, but also we're living in volatile times, and I think this is a really powerful time to be growing your own food. If you want to get empowered people, grow your own food. It's just a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So I would do the same for all of my seedlings once they've grown up fairly strong to about this size. Get them in the soil, in rows, water them, give them love, and basically this is the best part about growing veg, is you get to watch them growing every day. You come out, you wake up in the morning, come and visit your vegetables, and you will see that they have grown overnight. It's the most amazing feeling. I don't know why it's so amazing. It just feels really good. It doesn't cost anything. And week by week, you're going to start seeing these salads. They're going to start coming up. Within 2 weeks, I will be able to eat. This will be out here. I'll be able to start to eat those leaves, and that will be my lunch. Within a month, that's going to be a proper lettuce, which I can come and pick. Every vegetable is a little bit different. Carrots take, a couple of months to get really big, but it's a learning process. But essentially, by June, so it's now April, I'm going to have this whole vegetable bed is going to be full of free, organic, healthy, homegrown food that I can come out and pick and eat immediately. That is the most amazing feeling. This doesn't cost me anything except for the price of the seeds. A packet of seeds costs about £1.50. I mean, it's a no-brainer. This produces the best food you can possibly put into your body. That is essentially how you grow vegetables. It's a bit of a process, but there it is. It's not rocket science. I really encourage every one of you listening, watching this video, buy some seeds, find some earth, buy some seed trays, a watering can, a little trowel, and get practicing. So this is pretty much what your veg will look like in your bed after about a month of planting. And how you pick your veg is this is salads. You just come in here and you just take off a leaf. You don't take out the whole plant, otherwise it won't grow back. So you just take off a leaf and eat it. Yum. I'm going to give you a tour of my garden because I thought it'd be interesting to tell you guys about just how much food you can grow, even in this country. This is England. It's amazing how much you can grow. People don't realize. So I'm going to tell you what you can grow. This is what you can grow. This is what I'm growing. Mushrooms, lettuces, carrots, potatoes, garlic, onions, courgettes, sweet corn, cucumber, broccoli, cabbage, spinach, kale, chard, rocket, tomatoes, green beans, beetroot, squash, pumpkins, peppers, apples, strawberries, raspberries, gooseberries, grapes. This is just what I'm growing personally in this little garden here. It's not even that big a garden. Oh yeah, there's my chicken. I also just should mention I have a chicken. So I'm going to give you a tour of the garden. How about this? So I have some chickens. They give me 3 eggs. If I go down here, you'll probably see there'll be a nice egg there. Look, there we go. That got laid overnight. So I get 3 eggs. I get company. This is Lucy. Hello, Lucy. She's fun. She's cool. She's a bit of a survivor. So yeah, and I let them out in the garden, so they're not in a cage all the time. So, right. So we take the seeds, we put them out, we grow them small, and we take them and we plant them into the earth. So what we got here? We've got beautiful salads. These are like a month old and they're ready to eat. Beautiful. I've got rocket there. Lovely rocket. You see that? Really good for lunch. Beautiful. We've got carrots here. Those will be ready in about 6 weeks. We've got courgette. That will be ready in about a month to 6 weeks. What else we got? We've got my herbs here. We've got some parsley there. We've got some basil there. What else we got? We've got purple sprouting broccoli. Purple sprouting broccoli. That's amazing. That goes through the winter, so it produces purple sprouting broccoli in March, which is amazing. We've got rainbow chard here. These will be ready in about a couple of weeks. And these are chard and kale that went through the winter, and those can be grown right through the winter, so that gives food all year round. That's amazing. We've got apple tree there that gives apples in September. Masses and masses and masses of apples. That's so cool. What else we got? We've got strawberries. This is my strawberry bed. Unbelievable. In about a week's time, that whole bed is going to be stuffed full of strawberries, which I'll have in the morning for breakfast. Amazing. Free food we're talking about. We've got raspberries. Amazing. We've got corn, sweet corn. We've got potatoes. You can, yeah, look at that. We've got in the middle there a sunflower, yay. We've got a gooseberry plant here. That's going to give gooseberries in about 2 weeks' time. We've got another apple tree. That's just abundant. Yeah, I'm also growing mushrooms on logs. You can also grow those right through the year. So when you need something for dinner, you just go out and you pick your fresh mushrooms. So this is what we're talking about. This is where it's at. So that's pretty much it, folks. That's my guideline as to how you can grow your own food. You can grow right through the year, basically, but you plant in the early spring, and then you harvest in the summertime and the autumn, and then again you can plant stuff in the autumn to go through the winter that will come up in the early spring again. If you have a polytunnel, you can go right through the year and you grow most of these things through the year. So what we're actually talking about here is about getting empowered in these times, because let's face it, we pretty much don't know what the fuck the future holds right now, huh? It could hold anything, but for me it's about unplugging from a system that I don't agree with. I never have done. I'm not about to become a microchipped person or a smart shopper, you know. Yesterday I had to go to Tesco's to buy something bad, Bob. Can't remember what it was. And I got offered, do you want to become a smart shopper outside the shop by the staff? And I was like, what's a smart shopper? And they were going to give me this like electronic tag thing. And I was like, no, I don't need that. I don't want that. And I had a moment of realizing maybe where they're trying to steer our society down this kind of robotic, you know, tagged, microchipped route, and that's not something I want to be part of. So I don't know, I'm unhooking. So this is about unhooking, and if you want to unhook from the system and from working 9 to 5 and supporting, you know, a system that you don't really agree with, supporting a government that you don't agree with, then I reckon one of the most empowered things you can do right now is to start growing your own food. It's amazing. You can get your kids involved. Kids love this stuff. They love it. My inner kid loves it. If I had kids, I'm sure they would be getting involved. Kids love growing food, trust me. It's really good for them. It's really calming for them. It's a really beautiful thing for the whole family to do. It's a really unifying experience. That's another positive aspect of this. Another positive aspect is about community. So this is my garden, but just down the road where I live, we just created a massive community vegetable garden, which is huge. So, you know, these are the things that we can be creating at this time as we step into what is certainly a very uncertain future. And I'm just going to say this, but we don't know what's coming. You know, we actually don't know that there's always going to be food in the shops, you know. We don't know what's coming. But, you know, yeah, maybe this is a good time to be growing your own food. Yeah, not to scare people, but, you know, shit's going down, so get on it. Yeah. So, yeah, I hope you've got some tools and some skills from this video. If you need a bit of extra help, I wrote a little book called Simplify, How to Stay Sane in a World Going Mad, which is all about like how to live slow and conscious and stuff like that. So check it out. It's on Amazon and stuff. Just Google it and it'll come up. And yeah, all right. Good luck and stay safe and be super well. Yeah.